Hello, what's up, guys? Welcome to our channel, Think Beyond the Brain. Today, we are going to talk about our brain. Our brain is a thing which controls the whole body. And today, we will talk how we can change our brain. As some people have the brains that some people are intelligent, some are not. So, how they can change their brain, how they can improve their brain in better ways. So before starting, watch our video till the end. Please like our video, share our video and subscribe our channel and tap the bell icon for the future videos notification. So let's get started. We used to think that intelligence is innate. Some people have it and others just don't. The brain we are born with is the one we are stuck with for life. That could be further from the truth. New and improving technologies in neuroscience are giving us deeper insight into the mysterious gray stuff between our ears, which is our brain. The brain is surprisingly dynamic. We do things every single day that affect their structure and chemistry. Whatever we do in our day-to-day life is changed, is affected to the structure of our brain and the chemistry. Now below over here, today we'll talk about these 10 ways that can literally change our brains for better. Exercising. Now, for starters, physical activity can improve your brain's plasticity. A cerebral quality, a small group of adults in their late 20s and early 30s participated in a 30-minute session of vigorous activity. Immediately after the session, their brains showed a significant increase in neuroplasticity. If that's not enough motivation to get out for a run, research shows that exercise also releases chemicals in our brains that makes us feel happy. Now we would be feeling that exercise because of exercise our brain diverts in other things and it is good for our health. It can make our body fine, and because of it our heart and our internal organs are very much good for ourselves, but it is also good for our brain. We would be here like this, but in what ways? Because of exercise, the endorphins and a complicated sounding protein called brain derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, are released in the brain as you do physical exercise. These two chemicals are released in our brain as we do some physical exercises a lot, and these two chemicals help fight the stress what is with us and promote happiness. Endorphins are also known to give a feeling of euphoria. If, in short, exercise makes you smarter and happier at the same time, sounds like a win-win to me. Second, sleeping. Now, sleeping, many will be think, and in the previous videos, last videos also, we have talked about the sleeping. As we sleep, the things which are there in our mind gets time to sort everything and do something new thing. Sleep is an essential activity that not even science can fully explain. We know that it's restorative. Everyone does it, and a lack of it can be really bad. But researchers still struggle to understand why we sleep. And certainly isn't an energy saving technique, as we only actually save roughly 50,000 calories over the course of an 8-hour sleep. Yet, going without sleep can make you irritable, lead to memory loss and false memories, and in extreme cases, cause slurred speech and even brain damage. So, what happens when you sleep? Your brain gets to work archiving memories, making creative connections, and cleaning out toxins. Further, these benefits aren't limited to a full night's sleep. A short afternoon nap can provide you with a boost of energy equivalent to roughly 1 or 2 cups of coffee, as well as increased retention of facts and greater creativity. Now, as we sleep, the brain first he whatever we have seen Now, whatever we have seen today, that he will take in a bag, he will take all it, and then he will sort everything in a proper manner. That these are dreams like thing, and these are work, homework. This we have to learn. This we have to keep in mind. These all it achieves memories. It makes creative connections as he will put these things in that and these things in that. These to be know a lot. These cannot go. We should not have to learn it, and these can go or nothing happens. Then it cleans out toxins. What are things which we don't know, bad things which we felt, that all goes out of our brain. And these things are not only limited only for night. We can also take a short afternoon nap to boost our energy. Same like. Third one is meditating. Now, in contrast, people who meditate regularly show weaker connections with the me center of the brain and stronger connections with the lateral prefrontal cortex or the assessment center of the brain. This helps meditators to take problems less personally and approach them more logically. Means you can say that our brain over here is divided into two parts as me center and assessment center. And because we meditate, because of this meditation, our brain does not always feels about me center. It will not go first to me center first. He will everything do with the assessment center part of the brain. Means any problem happens, he will not think like it's my problem and then I have to do only. It will just think every problem logically. This means that through meditation, we can become better at managing anxiety, stress, and potentially dangerous situations. Because of meditation, in dangerous situations, in some bad situations, we can think fast and logically that make ourselves out of the dangerous situation. In addition, the neural connections which grow stronger through meditation help promote empathy and compassion, particularly for people who are most unlike us. So, sitting still and trying to focus on the present moment for as little as 15 minutes per day significantly reduces stress and essentially makes you a better person overall. The fourth one is drinking coffee. From the time you wake up until you lay down to sleep, neurons in your brain produce a curious chemical called adenosine. As adenosine is produced, it binds with adenosine receptors in the brain, causing us to feel tired and eventually fall asleep. When caffeine enters the bloodstream and makes its way to the brain, it blocks the adenosine receptors. That's what gives us a boost of energy and alertness, improved memory and cognitive performance, increased focus, and even increased accuracy or reactions. Now, because of coffee, many people would be saying, because of coffee, I get a lot of energy. And in ads, whatever of coffees, then at that time, you would be many. They said that if you will drink coffee and you will get a lot of energy, it would be good for you. You will get a lot of energy power. So why? As in the coffee, it's a lot of caffeine in it, and because of this caffeine, it just goes into our blood, and from the bloodstreams, it goes to our brain, and over there in our brain, it blocks the adenosine receptors. So whatever adenosine is over there, it will not connect to that receptors, and till that time, it is stopping it. At that time, no tiredness will be there in you till the caffeine is there. As soon the its power is gone off, the adenosine just goes in it, and then you will feel a lot of tiredness. Then the fifth one is reading. Now, a group of 21 undergrads were asked to read 30 pages of Pompeii by Robert Harris, followed by a quiz each night for 9 days. Before starting, after finishing the novel, and each morning during the 19-day study, participants were given to fMRIs. These brain scans revealed heightened connectivity in the left temporal cortex, the area of the brain associated with receptivity for language. Means whatever we are reading at night, as we will read, the people, 21 peoples were told to read 30 pages of Pompeii. It is a book made by Robert Harris, and as soon as the novel finished, each morning they would given an fMRI's brain scan, and because, and if they, and from the 19 they study that study, they every day they would be scanning, and when they get a result, in that they find that the brain is starting to connect with it, with the brain's left temporal cortex of the brain, which is respectively there for see about language. Means because of it the brain is now focusing at language, and it will be help for a language. In addition, the study showed that readers could experience something called embodied semantics. That's the technical way of saying that the brain connectivity during a through about action actually mirrors the connectivity that occurs during the actual action. For example, thinking about swimming can trigger some of the same neural connections as physical swimming. Means whatever you feel at night because of this reading, and because of reading you imagine yourself in that, and if you imagine that you are that you read something about some swimming, you think about it, so your brain will think that you are actually swimming there and there. Then the sixth one is listening to music. When some people want to truly focus, they seek total silence, but many turn on their music. Turns out there's a scientific reason behind this. Now, if you will think that you want to do something very much seriously, then sometimes some people will just see about it, focus on them, whatever. If any one sound also is there in the surrounding, they will scold them. But sometimes some people, when they want to truly focus on something, they will just focus, and at side they will turn on music. Why? Because most importantly, you can actually force your brain into this ideal alpha brain wave relaxation with the right frequency of music. If there is a right frequency of music, your brain can turn, it will get alpha brain wave relaxation. In fact, Music Service has partnered with leading neuroscientists to curate a selection of tunes designed to help you concentrate while working or studying. Trials carried out by the company showed a 12 to 15% increase in focus and up to 400% longer work session time. Means because of this listening a right frequency of music, it will, our brain gets an alpha brain wave of relaxation that can make 12 to 15% of more focus on the thing what you are doing, and 400% longer you can do that thing. Means you will not get bored at doing that thing. Then the seventh one is wandering in nature. Spending time in outdoor green spaces has been linked in improvements in mood, concentration, and creativity. Now, a recent study has given us some insight into the neurological processes that might be creating these benefits. In a study, scientists found that participating participants who had gone for a 90-minute walk in a quiet tree-lined neighborhood reported experiencing less morbid rumination and showed less blood flow to a subgenual prefrontal cortex. That those who had walked along a busy highway for the same amount of time, the study suggests that taking the time to wander in nature can in fact change your brain in ways that make you happier. Now, in this study, in this experiment, 90 minutes, some people were participating in something, and the participants, they were giving 90-minute break. They walked, some of them walked in a like some greenish area, like you can say forest or little bit some park like thing, and others, some of them walked for just seeing something outdoor on a highway or something else. So when they checked their this, when they checked their body, there was less morbid rumination in the people who were walking in the greenish areas or forests, and showed less blood flow. Means less, slowly their blood was flowing in a small smooth contact. to the subgenual prefrontal cortex. From more than them, the people who were walking in the busy highways, nothing improvement happened, just what they were, that only same thing was considered over there. Means the wandering in nature can in fact change your brain in ways that can make you happier. Then the eighth one is multitasking. Now many of us would be thinking that I can multitask a lot, I can work over here and then also I can do something else. Some our moms will be saying that while I am doing some cooking, from that time only I can do some other task also. But a growing body of research has clearly shown that humans are physically incapable of multitasking. Means no one in this world, no human body, no human can multitask. We just feel like this. Instead, a human brain merely single tasks very quickly, switching back and forth between multiple tasks at a rate that makes you feel and believe you are actually doing two things at once. Whatever you do, like if you're doing some two things, you are reading also and then you are also doing something else, so you will feel that you are multitasking, but it's not. Your brain has the capability of doing the things very fastly, that sometimes if it is doing something like he's writing something, he will write it very fastly and then he will see to other thing, and then it will you will feel that you are multitasking. Like whatever if, because of in this corona pandemic, us we some students of the school, we are just some notes are there from the school, and that we see in the mobile and write on our books. So whatever we see at that time also you're multitasking. You're seeing, reading, and then writing. So you will feel that I am multitasking, but no, you're reading as a speedy. You're keeping it in mind. You're writing it in a speed form that your brain is putting everything a speed, and you will think that you are multitasking, but it's not in really. If you think you spend much of your time multitasking, you could actually be rewiring your brains. Scientists note that constant multitasking actually changes the pathways in our brain. Your attention span is considerably shortened and your emotional intelligence is stunted. At the same time, you become worse at sorting through information and completing creative tasks. And because of this multitasking, your brain can also do things speed, and it could be good for your brain. Then eating sugar. Now most of you think that because of a lot of sugar, it can be not good for our body, diabetes and these all, but it is excess is not good. But if you take a little of it, then it will be good for your brain. The average human consumes 5 times of the amount of sugar they should be eating on a daily basis. A human consumes 5 times more from what they should consume, but it consumes more than it. If they have to take only a little bit, 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar, it is taking 10 teaspoons daily, which is not good. In this way, eating too much sugar can impair memory and learning skills. And sometimes if you will take a little bit sugar, it can be turned into glucose. It could be more helpful for your brain to boost energy. But if you take a lot of sugar in that place, in that form, then it could impair in whatever you learn, whatever you think. It could mix up everything and it could be hard for you to do that thing in a proper way. But that's not all. Including too much of sweet stuff in your diet has been shown to correlate with increased risk of depression. Sugar activates the mood enhancing neurotransmitter serotonin in our brain. When continuously overstimulated, our serotonin levels begin to deplete, making it more difficult for us to regulate our mood. Means because of when we eat sugar, then there are some mood enhancing neurotransmitter, you can say liquid like substance, serotonin, which is released in our brain and which makes our mood good. But if it is a lot of serotonin in our brain, we will not feel good, as it would be hard for it to regulate your mood. Then comes the 10th one, believing you can change your brain. Now, believing in your in yourself is the most important thing of life. As if you believe that I can do it, then you can do it. Finally, it turns out that simply believing that you have the power to physically change your brain can in fact help you change your brain. Scientists explained the significance of what they called a growth mindset. They called it as a growth mindset in their famous TED talk title. Now, in the sometimes in you can say 2018, 19, in that time, a famous serial like thing was came, TED talks. In that, many small children came with ideas what they had. Some made some 12D cameras, like 12D, some you can say specs which can you can think whatever is there. It will have a camera. He will put something on the screen. People would be seeing it 2D, but he would think that someone are doing some work over there, and it was there to feel that you were in the old age and how people would be doing something in the old age, in the stone age, and that all. So the importance of believing you can improve is the thing which makes you improve yourself. To sum up the profound point, kids who are taught that they didn't correctly solve a problem or pass a test yet showed more willingness to learn and improve than those graded on a simple pass or fail system. The children which were there were taught a lot. They would taught the people taught them that you solve the problem not correctly, because as they think that they had not done, they were trying more and more to do it better, and made them which made them do the things more and more greatly, and they believed in that they can do. And in the test what they did, in that, it made a result that they were not wanted to do it. Their willingness was there to learn and improve themselves more and more. They were not seeing about pass or fail. They would be seeing that I have to do more, I want to learn more and more. The benefits of a growth mindset aren't limited to school children. Approaching challenges with an attitude that embraces growth and improvement can give us the grit we need to push our limits, strengthen beneficial neural connections, and create entirely new ones well into old age. Today, we have learned about 10 things you can do to literally change your brain. And you should use these things as they would be meant very much beneficial in your day-to-day life. And if you think that our video was a good, knowledgeable, please comment us, and then also tell us that in the comment box that which type of videos you want and which information you want from us. And before going, like our video, share our video, and subscribe our channel, and tap the bell icon for the future videos notification. And thank you for watching our video till the end. Bye bye.